Get ready, Days fans, because the next 2 weeks are about to deliver chaos, heartbreak, and shocking twists that no one will see coming. From Operation Save Bo to Johnny DiMera's explosive choices, lives all across Salem are about to be turned upside down. Let's dive into all the drama that's about to unfold. The clock is ticking, and Bo Brady's life is hanging by the thinnest of threads. His condition is rapidly deteriorating. Hope is fading, and those who love him are desperate to change the ending. When Kayla Johnson fails to convince Dr. Jeffrey Russell to hand over the only drug that could potentially save Bo's life, desperation quickly spirals into bold, reckless action. Sean Brady can't, and won't, stand by and do nothing. This week, in a move driven by pure, raw love for his father, Sean decides to risk everything. He's going to steal the miracle drug. With Steve Johnson at his side, Sean prepares for a high-stakes, illegal mission that could land them both behind bars. Not just a career-ending move for Sean, a soul-defining one. Because in Sean's eyes, the law means nothing compared to family. And if this miracle drug is Bo's only chance at survival, then no rule, no risk, and no consequence will stop him from getting it. The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Every second matters. Every move must be perfect. Because if they fail, if they're caught, they could lose more than their freedom. They could lose Bo forever. And the cost of that? Is something neither man is willing to live with. Meanwhile, across town, Johnny DiMera is making a choice that will send shockwaves across Salem, and shatter hearts that trusted him. After weeks of wrestling with doubt and fear, Johnny finally reaches a heartbreaking conclusion: he can't go through with the adoption. For Chanel Dupree, the woman who stood by him, loved him, and dared to dream of building a family with him, the news is absolutely devastating. Chanel had envisioned a future where she, Johnny, and the baby would become a real family, a home built on hope, healing, and love. Instead, Johnny's sudden change of heart feels like a brutal betrayal. The fallout is immediate and brutal. Tate Black, already on edge over the fate of his baby, completely loses it. Consumed by rage and frustration, Tate lashes out, delivering a vicious punch that sends Johnny reeling, both physically and emotionally. But the pain doesn't stop there. Sophia Choi, caught between Tate's fury and Johnny's abandonment, finds her own future thrown into chaos. Questions swirl about whether she and Tate can co-parent, or whether this entire dream of a stable life for their child is crumbling before it even began. And if Johnny thinks this storm ends here, he's wrong. Because beneath the surface, darker secrets are festering. Secrets that could make this one betrayal look small compared to what's still to come. For Johnny DiMera, this is only the beginning of a much bigger fall. One that could cost him everything. In Salem, secrets don't stay buried for long, and this week, Susan Banks feels something off. Her intuition, sharper than ever, picks up on the strange, guilty energy radiating from Johnny DiMera. Susan corners Johnny, pushing past his weak denials, practically accusing him of hiding something dark. And she's absolutely right. Because the truth that Johnny's been suppressing is horrifying. Flashbacks will begin to surface, fragmentary, haunting, impossible to ignore. And in one chilling memory, we see it, Johnny, standing over his father, E.J. DiMera, gun in hand, on the night that changed everything. But is that the real story? Is this a memory warped by guilt and fear, or cold, brutal reality? The truth about E.J.'s shooting is tangled in a mess of deception, confusion, and pain. Even the Salem PD can't seem to untangle the lies from the facts, and as they dig deeper, new suspects will start to emerge from the shadows. Nothing is as it seems. No one can be trusted. Amid the growing chaos, J.J. Devereaux steps forward, determined not only to uncover the real shooter, but to clear Gabby Hernandez's name once and for all. And maybe, just maybe, to win back her heart along the way. But make no mistake, when the truth finally comes out, and it will, it could rip families apart, destroy lives, and leave Salem forever changed. Because sometimes, even the deepest love can't survive the darkest secrets. While the storm of lies and betrayal rages elsewhere, a different kind of tension is brewing, one charged not with anger, but with desire. In quiet, stolen moments, Kat Green and Chad DiMera are drawn closer together. Long, lingering glances, light touches that last just a second too long, unspoken words hanging heavy between them. They're on the brink of something explosive. It's the kind of connection that sneaks up on you, undeniable, unstoppable, and dangerous. Because once that line is crossed, with a kiss, a confession, or a night of passion, there's no going back. It won't just change their relationship, it'll change their entire world. New love is blooming amidst the ashes of old heartbreaks, but as always in Salem, even passion comes with consequences. Because while Chad and Kat move closer to something real, others, like Johnny, Chanel, and Tate, are still reeling from dreams shattered and futures ripped apart. In Salem, love and betrayal often walk hand in hand. And soon, everyone will have to face the fallout. When it seemed that hope had abandoned them, when even the strongest in Salem began to lose faith, Bo Brady's miracle finally arrives. Thanks to Sean Brady and Steve Johnson's daring, reckless act of love, the experimental drug Bo so desperately needed is delivered into his system. And then, the waiting begins. At first, the hospital room is thick with fear. Bo lies motionless. Every beep of the monitors feels too loud, too sharp, cutting through the silence like a blade. For a moment, it seems the risk was for nothing. But slowly, almost imperceptibly, signs of life emerge. A twitch of a finger. A shift in breathing. A flicker behind Bo's closed eyelids. And then, a miracle. Bo fights back. The doctors, stunned, scramble to update their prognosis. The once grim forecasts are thrown out the window, replaced with cautious hope. Bo Brady isn't just surviving. He's healing. He's coming back. Salem, a town so often steeped in tragedy, is about to witness something extraordinary. Because when Bo finally opens his eyes, he's not just reclaiming his life, he's reclaiming his place in the hearts of everyone who never stopped fighting for him. And nothing in Salem will ever be the same again. The next 2 weeks and days of our lives will not just deliver drama, they will redefine everything we thought we knew. Because these aren't just small twists. These are life-altering moments, the kind of decisions, betrayals, and victories that leave permanent scars. Will Sean and Steve's criminal risk pay off, or will they face prison for saving the man they love most? Will Johnny's lies, and the dark secrets he's desperately hiding, destroy his chance at love, loyalty, and forgiveness? Will the fragile flame between Chad and Kat survive the coming storms, or be snuffed out before it even has a chance to burn? We want to hear your thoughts. Will Johnny's dark secret about that fateful night finally come out, and if so, can he survive the fallout? Is Bo's recovery just the beginning, or will new challenges threaten his return to life and family? Can Gabby clear her name before the real villains strike again, or will Salem claim another innocent soul? Drop your predictions, your wild theories, and your hopes in the comments below. Let's build the conversation, because these next episodes will be some of the most emotional, most shocking, and most unforgettable that Days of Our Lives has given us in years. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because in Days of Our Lives, every love story hides a secret, every loyalty masks a betrayal, and every miracle comes at a price. Stay tuned, because in Salem, no heart is safe, no lie stays buried, and the biggest shockwaves? They're still to come. The battle for redemption, forgiveness, and survival has just begun.